Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we were in Val Royeaux, here to help Josephine out with her little courier problem. It's not exactly a little problem, her couriers keep being murdered. And yes, we were just finishing up a couple of the personal quests we've got in our journal before we make a start on the next main mission. Josephine, hello there.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Yeah, well, I am ready, so let's go see this Comte.
Lead the way.
Hopefully this goes smoothly.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We welcome your help. This seems dangerous for you. What's your information? I think Aenor is taking her lead from Josie, and Josie is being very polite, so?
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montily's trading exile in Orlais.
You could be in danger. You don't seem surprised. Who signed that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, should you be here right now, Josie? Should we get you indoors?
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montilyes from Val Royeaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
Yeah, but the contract's really old.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I do like that we're being introduced to a new Assassin's League. Of course the Crows weren't the only assassin guild in all of Thedas. Of course there would be various guilds in each country, but we never heard about them because the Crows were just so prolific. So I am glad that they're introducing the Orlesian version of the Crows. I'll help stop them. What's the plan, Josephine? We have to kill them. Ooh. Here's the thing, this is Josephine's business. Who are we to just jump in and be like, I'll help stop them? Again, I literally said not 2 minutes ago, Aenor is taking her lead from Josie here.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montily. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Oh, the twists and turns.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montilet's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
Did you kill the real Comte? I knew this was too convenient. Don't move. Ooh. All of the hairs on Aenor's neck are standing on end. She looks very fierce. I love her face. Look at that beautiful face, yes! You stared daggers at that assassin girl. Do it, do it. I'm sorry. I just love her so much. Like, she's looking very fierce, but I do think she has this kind of cold sweat. She came, expecting this, just like some pleasant chit-chat, afternoon tea, we'll learn why Josie's messengers were killed, blah, blah, blah. And very suddenly, she's found herself face-to-face with an assassin. This was not what she expected. I think this is just... It's making Aenor hate the game even more. Just why is no one what they say? What is this? Why is this? Why can no one say what they mean? Jesus Christ. Yeah, if there was a real Comte, is he dead?
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montilet's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Yeah, why? Why warn us?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, Orlais. May we conclude with my departure?
You're dead, attack the assassin. You can leave, let the Comte go unharmed. Josephine isn't motioning for us to kill the guy. Aenor isn't overly bloodthirsty, so I see no reason to attack him.
Go then.
Good day, your worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
I love that. I love that so much. Does he have anything I can take? Do you have shit for me to steal? Doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, Josie, you stay with him. We'll go get the locksmith. Oh my, that's such a beautiful way to end that. That's so beautiful. And they didn't have to. They didn't have to end it like that. Oh. To be honest, I was about to say, am I jumping into a cutscene? No, only one of my Inquisitors refuses to let the assassin go. considering I described one as overly bloodthirsty and is in a relationship with Josie, I'm sure you can guess who.
And she said you're wrong. Probably. Does it matter? They're just stories. We fought demons. They're real. And they died. The Maker doesn't die. He doesn't do anything. And that means he's real and old gods aren't. Go talk to Giselle again. I don't understand this shit.
Okay. Now then, give me the spindleweed. I need all of this. Yeah, all of my other Inquisitors choose to let the assassin go, either because they're just very, very nervous, and they wouldn't have the balls to attack an assassin, or because they're taking their lead from Josephine, and Josephine isn't saying, get the bastard, do it, Inquisitor. Now then, Josie, how are you doing? How are you doing, chicken?
What did the Seeker say? Lady Cassandra feels her connections with the Navarran court wouldn't be of use, my lady. Of course she does.
I mean, I know you want Cassandra to use more of her noble connections, but if she doesn't feel like she can, if she doesn't want to do that, you really can't make her, Josie.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You had no idea. You're safe here. Is she? Is she? I think this is something Aenor would have been thinking about on the journey back from Val Royeaux to Skyhold. This is a castle that people are constantly coming in and out of. We have people coming in to serve the Inquisition all the time. Either you're like, I want to help clean the castle, or I've brought supplies, or I want to join the army. People are coming here all the time. It really wouldn't be hard for an assassin, a trained assassin, to sneak in. But at the end of the day, it's not her fault. She had no idea about this.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last two paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
I'm with you, Josephine. Liliana has a point. Let me consider it. Here's the thing, Liliana does have a point. I've said this before, bloodshed it's a last resort for Aenor. It's not the thing she jumps to first. Yes, she is a two-handed warrior, and you might think, she must love fighting and all of that. But no, that's really not the case. She prefers to defend than attack. Like I said, we have so many people coming in and out of Skyhold. It would be extremely easy for an assassin to come in. Not only that, we have countless innocents living within Skyhold. There are probably kids here. Some people would have brought their whole ass families with them to Skyhold. And what if an assassin breaks in and a child finds them? That kid is dead. Like, Aenor prefers not to be lethal. It is a last resort. However, sometimes you have to make hard choices. And Aenor isn't the type of person to be like, no, I never want to make any hard choices. I never want to do that. I never want to get my hands bloody. I always want to make easy choices and hard choices. Nope, la 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 la. I'm just going to ignore them. That's not who Aenor is. She is very capable of making hard choices. It's just that she prefers, like, it has to be like a last resort. There can't be any other way. And right now, Josephine's way, it's gonna take months. And in that time, an assassin could break in. And if they get him, remarkably unlucky, it could be an assassin who doesn't give a shit how many innocent people stand between them and their target. Whilst doing it Josephine's way would be nice, I do think Aenor feels a little bit badly about this. This is Josephine's business. We should be taking our lead from her. However, we're dealing with assassins. We're dealing with people who have no qualms killing others. And if they decide, okay, I'm gonna murder my way in and I'm gonna kill a bunch of random, kitchen staff and cleaning staff and, servants, messengers, I'm gonna kill all of them to get to Josephine. Like, we can't. We have a duty of care to those people. We need to make sure that they are in a safe place. And if there is an assassin coming after Josephine, then they're not in a safe place. And I think Aenor, I think she'd kind of be siding with Liliana right now.
If destroying the original contract will satisfy the guild, I say we do it.
But I'm sure my plan will work, Inquisitor.
Whatever happens, I'll assign you more guards. The House of Repose won't be idle long.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Du Paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Barroyaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
We can discuss it. At the very least, if Josephine is able to persuade Aenor that, like, hey, it actually wouldn't take as long as you think it would.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
Yeah, how do peasants become nobles exactly?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Very long procedures. Yeah. I think Aenor, she feels very guilty doing this. She feels extremely guilty, like, hey, listen, Josephine, I know you want this done your way. However, your way, inadvertently, is putting all of those servants and their families out there that are currently dicking about in Skyhold. Your way is currently putting them at risk. Not intentionally, but the longer we sit about, the more likely it is that an assassin is going to break in. And sometimes to protect the majority, you kind of have to sacrifice the minority. And right now, she's going to talk it through, but I think Aenor's mind is settled on, we need to destroy that contract. We can't faff about. We can't faff about here.
Why did the Du Paraquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montilier and a Du Paraquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Du Paraquets' descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Du Paraquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Du Paraquets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
And again, a long road. It's gonna be a long road. Aenor is wincing.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Valroyaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
Again, if Josie is saying, oh, I know it'd work, Aenor isn't doubting that. Aenor's like, yes, it probably would work, but we don't have time. We are running on very limited time here, and what you are suggesting could take months at best. And it's a multi-stepped process. It's not that we do one thing and boom, done. It's multiple things. And who's to say we're going to find people who are going to be compliant? Like I said, Josie's plan inadvertently puts so many other people at risk. And Aenor is not willing to accept that risk.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
The two of my Inquisitors choose to destroy the contract. That would be Aenor and Shale Kadash. Shale, very bloodthirsty, has feelings for Josephine. She's like, no, I don't. Like, I get that you want something else, darling, but I'm not risking your life. My Adar and Trevelyan, they go along with what Josephine wants. Again, how do I put this? My Trevelyan was a lot more politically savvy, and I don't think she was necessarily comfortable with the violent approach of, breaking in. I also don't think she necessarily thought about, like, oh, what if the assassin breaks in the meantime? She was a little sheltered. She was more than a little sheltered, so I don't think she thought about the what-ifs. So she kind of went along with what Josie was saying. And my Adar was just constantly over her head all the time. That wasn't good English. It's hot. It's hot. And I'm sweating so much. It's so unpleasant. We're having another heat wave. I'm going insane and I can't speak English. I'm gonna have a sip. I'm gonna have a sip of my drink. Now, as I was trying to say, my Lavellan, Aenor, she feels like she's treading water. However, she's coping with it quite well. My Adar did not. My Adar was actively drowning the entire game. She was just like, I'm not built for this. This is not my strong suit. Can someone please just tell me what to do? Oh, I feel badly for her. I feel so badly for her. I don't think Liliana is free, which means I don't think we're going to be able to take out that contract just yet. Let's see, we did have... Yep, there's that. Demands of the Qun, head to the Storm Coast. I actually just want to check. Yeah, that's into the approach. The Storm Coast, we're done. Skyhold. It's just upgrading and crafting the Hissing Wastes. The Hinterlands. We have to go back to the Exalted Plains and the Emerald Graves for the Red Journey caches. But yeah. Yeah, we really don't have too much. You know what, let's go upgrade Skyhold. Very, very quickly. And then we'll finish off the episode by getting started on Bull's Quest. How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty decent. Cassandra's still training at a girl. You get that, dummy. Now then, we could go for the courtyard. Or the main watchtower. I'm inclined to go with the courtyard. Yep. Craft item, there we go. The courtyard upgrade. Upgrade the courtyard to cosmetically reflect the Inquisition's focus. Invest here to select between infirmary space or sparring grounds.
Consider it done.
Excellent. Now then, where is... Was it down there?
Inquisitor.
The little doodad that we have to tap to actually select the upgrade. Where be it? No, seriously, where be it? Up there. I would not have picked there, huh? Yeah, right there. Huh. Now then, I'm thinking, considering, again, Aenor, she's defensive. So I think setting up an actual infirmary, because I mean, right now we're healing people on the dirt. That can't be healthy. So yep, this choice is irreversible. Lovely jubbly. Now we still have like this little area over here. However, this area has been fixed. Hey, look at that. That's lovely. Yeah, a proper place for the sick and injured to be. I like that. I really like that. Okie doke. Now to the world map and to the Storm Coast. So much red lyrium. Demands of the Qun. Okay, let's travel in. Okay, so first things first, we need the Iron Bull. Who do we want to bring with us, though? I will say if you bring Dorian, there is a load of extra dialogue. However, I don't think Aenor would bring Dorian. He's Tevinter. We are helping out the Qunari. You can tell there's going to be an argument, and that is exactly what occurs. Dorian starts arguing with the Qunari representatives, so I just don't think she'd bring him. Do we want to bring mages? We know how the Qun feels about mages. I'm inclined to say Cassandra. She's one of the higher up members of the Inquisition. It'd make sense. And a rogue. So probably not Sarah. We brought Cowl out earlier. And Cowl can be a little bit weird sometimes. The representatives might be a bit freaked out by him. Varric's charming at the very least, so that should do it. It's been ages since we were at the Storm Coast. Oh, I need to check in with Sutherland. I just remembered that. I need to see if he's back in the pub.
All right. Our Qunari contact should be here to meet us.
He is. Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We work together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Yeah, Bull's title is Hisrad?
Iron Bull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad, because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions, or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
Oh, great. Yep, pleased to meet you. I'm thrilled we have a common enemy. No, again, we have no reason to be impolite to this man.
I look forward to working together.
Hopefully this will help both our peoples. Tevinter is dangerous enough without the influence of this Venatori cult. If this new form of lyrium helps them seize power in Tevinter, the war with Kunandar could get worse.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view and out of range of any Venatori mages on shore. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
Considering we scuppered ourselves out of extra dialogue with Vivian, I'm gonna hope this won't cut off the investigate options.
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
And hey, we can still investigate. What if the ship has mages? Why not attack at sea? Why use a small force? All very good questions. I mentioned this at the time, you might not remember. Aenor is a little bit suspicious of the Qunari. She doesn't understand them. This is a group of people whose way of life is so foreign to her, she simply doesn't understand it. So she's not hostile towards the Qun or anything. Like, her one thing is that, like, hey, as long as you're not forcing people to believe in your way of life, then, like, that's okay with me. If I see any of that, I'm not going to be cool with it. But here's the thing. We do know that the Qunari convert by force, so, but, you know, Aenor is aware of that. She's aware that they convert by force, and, as such, she's suspicious, but she is open to the idea of help. Of them helping her with Corypheus. Now, let's start from the top.
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well, if the dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
So the ship is powerful, but it's a bit of a glass cannon. It doesn't have much in the way of defense.
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water?
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
And why use such a small force?
I could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where. This is risky, yes, but it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
Alright, well, we're ready.
Let's go hold up our end of this bargain, then.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There, and there. We'll need to split up and hit both at once.
I'll come with you, boss. Krem can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready to move.
Alrighty then, now we can speak to Gat. You know what? I am just about out of time, so in the next episode we're gonna go have a chat with Gat, see what he's about, and then we'll go hit that smuggler ship. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.